Well, we all love San Diego. I mean, let's be honest, that's why we live here. Most of us wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But are we perfect? Is there room for improvement? Well, of course, you know the answer to those two questions. But how do you get involved in that process of ensuring that the future in San Diego continues to make us America's finest city? I'm going to tell you right now, you get involved with our greater San Diego vision here. And these folks that are right here with us today, Arzo Mansouri and Arlie Ricasa. And refresh our memory here again, because we've talked about this on San Diego Living before, but what is this vision all about?
The San Diego vision is all about trying to engage San Diegans who love this county of ours, to try to get them to share their voice about what they want the future to look like 50 to 100 years from now. How do we keep San Diego being wonderful? Now,
we have talked about this in terms of how we build San Diego, the buildings themselves, the roads. We've talked about jobs in the past, but I can't think of anything that's more important than education. So today we're going to focus on that and the forums going on there. And Arlie, you are an educator. I mean, that's your background, has been for a number of years, so that's the expertise that you bring to this discussion. What's going on with education in San Diego right now that you think needs to be addressed going forward into the future?
Well, I think as an educator, and though that's my day job, one of the things I wanted to share is as a college administrator, as a policymaker, but more importantly as a parent of 5 kids that are in the school system, we want to make and ensure that access to education, in order to be a part of this global economy that we're participating with, our children and our children's children will be ready and equipped to be able to succeed.
And things are changing at such a rapid pace now. I mean, just the technology alone. And I've talked to Arzo about this earlier on San Diego 6, talking about just the technology alone. We need to decide what we think the classroom is even going to look like, the physical classroom itself.
Exactly, and we have to really kind of shed any preconceived notions we have of education and think far into the future. And, you know, is it going to be very technology heavy? Is it going to be very arts heavy? We have to think about what that's the physical school, the curriculum, our teachers. You know, there's a saying I really enjoy, which is the guide on the side versus the sage on the stage, meaning the role of that educator. Is it going to change more into something of being a guide to these students?
Because I see where you're headed with that, because the possibility is very real that students, given the right tools, can be their own teachers. And so then what role does the traditional teacher take on? So all that is up for discussion. What about the global economy? I mean, that's changing every day. I'm not even sure we can plan for that. But maybe we plan for the fact that we have to be nimble and be able to change.
I think we definitely have to. In order for our children and the next generations to be successful, we are global citizens. And we have to ensure that, whether it's through being a multiple language proficient, having the ability to understand cross-culturally, internationally, our students need to be prepared for that in order to compete. And that's really something that I think everyone, and what's so nice about the initiative, is that everyone gets to be able to provide that kind of input into the structure in the next 50 to 100 years, because we don't want our children left behind.
So folks, if this is like sparking some ideas that you have about how the classroom should be constructed, how classes should be taught, what classes should be taught, then you need to get involved in our greater San Diego vision. You make it so easy. I'm going to grab my list here of next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You have a series of 6 different forums over those 3 days for people to come. Sunrise Church, Market Creek Events Center, San Diego City Concourse, Chula Vista Golf Course, Quantum Learning Network, California Center for the Arts. 6 places that folks can physically come and get involved. Now, what will happen when they get there?
Well, we wanted to, you know, first of all, pick some locations all over San Diego, provide various times so folks who are working, different schedules, we can try to accommodate them. We really are going to engage them in scenarios. So what we're going to do is, when it comes to education, we're going to ask their opinions on what they want that education system to look like for their students, you know, for their grandchildren. And we're going to do a lot of listening. And so we really hope people take us up on this offer and come to the workshops. And then, of course, on November 1st, all of this is leading up to the choosing. And that's going to be a huge effort online, where we want San Diegans to tell us what they want San Diego to look like.
We'll get as many options there as possible, and then ask people to go to that website and vote. And then you'll take that information forward to the policymakers, the decision makers, and say, here, this is what San Diego wants. This is what our greater San Diego vision is.
The people who have spoken.
Now I see where the name came from.
There you go.
That's nice. Folks, the website is showyourlovesd, showyourlovesd.org. Go there right now, go there today, and then plan on coming to one of these workshops and getting involved in the process. You'll love it. You'll see your ideas implemented, and years from now you'll say, I had a hand in that.
Exactly.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll get all the information at our website, make sure that it's all cross-referenced. We'll make it easy for folks to get involved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks again for coming in and for tackling education in this segment. All right.